Hello, good morning. I hope that you're all well. It's not been a good week for, I think, all of us. I think that the whole world is mourning the Queen. It's very difficult to find the words to talk about the Queen's death. She's always been there. She was going to live forever, which is crazy. But the Queen was just such a constant in our lives that I think that most of the world have never known anything other than Queen Elizabeth on the British throne. She was the mother of our country, and we were in such safe hands with her. When Buckingham Palace announced on Thursday that the Queen was very ill and that the family were travelling to be with her, I think that in our hearts of hearts we knew that was it, because Buckingham Palace would not have made that announcement if they weren't preparing the country for the Queen's imminent death. But when it was announced late afternoon that she had passed away, it was just a terrible, terrible shock. It's crazy how it can hit you on the same degree as if your parents or grandparents had passed away. I never met the Queen. I've read a lot about her. I had great respect for her. You know, I adored her and looked up to her. But her loss, as if my own grandmother had died, it's been very, very strange. And I know that a lot of people are struggling to come to terms with their own emotions about her passing. We were due to go to Scotland next week. Our trip has been cancelled. The event that we were going for has been cancelled in respect for the Queen's passing, and it didn't feel appropriate to be celebrating during her passing and her funeral. We are still going to London on Tuesday, and Ray and I hope to lay some flowers. I'm not sure where we will lay the flowers. We will take instruction of the best place to go to lay flowers as a mark of our respect for the Queen. It's very, very sad. On the Thursday morning, I had the choice of two posts to make. Elizabeth had sent me two beautiful finishes, one the Rose and the Giant pear, and the other one Annie Baylis' God Save the Queen, and I couldn't decide which one to share first, and I do not know what made me choose God Save the Queen. By 9 o'clock UK time, we had no idea that the Queen's health had deteriorated. It was most strange, but you will see on our social media this picture of Elizabeth's finish of God Save the Queen, and it's I don't know, that sampler was meant to be a celebration of her Platinum Jubilee, which it was, but a lot of people are now stitching this sampler to commemorate the Queen. This is the original sampler, which was stitched by Annie Baylis to celebrate Queen Victoria's Jubilee. I've had so many emails and messages asking me if I could modify this sampler to have a dedication to the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, and I did post this last night on social media. As you can see, we've inserted ER Elizabeth Regina II, 1926 to 2022, and we've inserted it just below God Save the Queen, and we've done that by extending the length of the sampler by I think it's 1 or 2 undulations of the border. Now, if you are stitching this sampler, you have a choice of stitching it over 1 and 2, and there is a lot of over 1 in this sampler, but we've always suggested that you could stitch this sampler over 4 and over 2. So if you are an Ada stitcher or somebody who doesn't like stitching over 1, stitch it over 4 and 2. So the stitches that are over 1 you make over 2, and the stitches that are over 2 make over 4. Anyway, that was posted for you. I've also woken up this morning to a few emails about saying how they would like to put God Save the King to commemorate the start of Charles III's reign. Throughout the day or tomorrow, if I can do it before I leave for our trip to London, I will chart that and I will post it on social media for you. There we are. God bless her. The other really weird thing that happened on Thursday, was that I had made a new start of a sampler, and on Wednesday night I began to stitch this figure, and I heard the news of the Queen being her health had deteriorated from Sandra. Sandra, although she lives in Australia, she always has the news first, and I was actually in the car park of my framers when Sandra contacted me, and I quickly checked the news in our country, and I drove home and I sat and stitched. We always stitch when we're in need of comfort, and I had the news constantly playing on my iPad, and I was working on this figure, and when the death of the Queen was announced, I was actually working on the crown. This is a Scottish sampler, and we believe that this represents a Scottish Queen, which our Queen was. And I just thought that was a really weird coincidence that I was working on a Scottish Queen when I heard the news that the Queen had died. But there we are. This is a lovely little sampler. The colours, I don't know if they're capturing well today. Today's a very grey, overcast day, but these colours are very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Beautiful Scottish sampler. The sampler was stitched by Catherine Wallace, and I won't be doing much work on this sampler this week because we are away most of the week, and it's not sort of a trip where I can take stitching with me. So I probably will not have progressed very much with this sampler in time for my next video. This week, my new hand and lock case came. So previously I had the large teal and the small red, and I was so pleased that Hand and Lock listened to people and brought out the large red case. They really are beautiful. Look at these gorgeous charms from Minnie McBean, specifically made for these cases. This one is really beautiful. I didn't have this one. This is the locket that opens, that has the little scissors with the diamante on. I already had the heart locket with the little additional diamante heart. These are beautiful. At the moment, these are exclusively available at Hobby House Needleworks, and Hobby House Needleworks not only stock the charms, but they stock the cases as well. Really love this, and I'm going to open this and show you the inside. Sue Minnie McBean actually does do 4 different types of charms, and I've got to admit, this is my favourite. This is my absolute favourite, which is some beautiful not diamante, but crystal cherries with this beautiful leaf behind. I do like my pretties. I do like my koala bag as well. Okay, so the inside of the red case has a different sort of finish to the inside of the dark green. This has the little, I think they are forget-me-nots lining. Very, very pretty. Exactly the same layout inside. You've got the little cases there, and then just a second, I need 3 hands to do this. And then you've got the little pin cushion there, and then you've got this lovely little strip of forget-me-nots where you can put needles in, and it also, it also detaches. On the teal case, the lining is actually a darker colour. I'll just show you. Oh dear, I am fingers and thumbs today. See, this has got a dark lining. Mind you, the dark lining shows off scissors beautifully, absolutely beautifully, particularly the gold ones. So all of these cases are available at Hobby House. I know that Hobby House sold out, but they have got more coming. I'm not sure if those are listed on their website, but my suggestion to you would be to speak to Kathy and get yours reserved. And these charms are just beautiful, and these charms you could put on any case or any project bag. Talking of Minnie McBean's, I popped around Sue's to get the little bag one that I didn't have, and that's the one with the scissors. And when I saw Sue, I saw 2 new Scissor Fobs come floss drops that she will be bringing out, and they're gorgeous. I'll show you. I haven't decided what scissors I'm putting them on yet, but I know that I will find them. Now, the images on both of these are taken from Lucy Navia. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that gorgeous? So you've got the little bows with the beautiful swags, which sort of mimics the swag that's on the image. And then you've got the flower and the red heart. I just think that's really lovely. Sue really thinks about the theme of these floss drops. And then this one is the little lady walking with her dog from Lucy Navia. And you have the dog. No, you don't. That's not a dog, is it? That looks a bit like a cat. No, it is a dog. Sorry, it is a dog. And you have, this makes me laugh. Sue said that she thought that this little lady looked a little bit like a witch because she's got a pointed hat. So she put a witch's broomstick on this, and she put a witch's hat. I just think that is hysterical. Love it. I'm not sure what scissors I'm going to put this on, but I've got plenty to choose from. So those are 2 new floss drop come scissor fobs that Sue will have. And I heard a little whisper that Minnie McBean's Etsy store will be restocked and open for business this forthcoming weekend. Now, whether Sue opens on Friday or Saturday, I don't know, but Minnie McBean's Needlework Fripperies on Etsy will be open for business this weekend with lots and lots of new goodies. I can't help but collect these. Talking about scissor fobs, and then of course your mind goes to scissors. This week we showed on social media some wooden spools. Now, Hands Across the Sea Samplers are not going into a business of selling wooden needlework accessories, but I've been looking for a long time for a source of products that are of the highest quality, wood products for needlework, and I wanted things designed in a certain way. You know, when you're a needleworker and you're using needlework tools and gadgets and accessories, you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and we are all different. I wanted some beautiful objects to display my scissors. My scissors, I love my scissor collection. My scissor collection is really, really important to me. And I don't want my scissors away in drawers where I don't see them. I want them on show where I can look at them and enjoy them. So I heard of a gentleman who lives in Cornwall, and I saw his products and I was blown away by the quality of the products and by the obvious love and understanding and appreciation of wood that this person has. In my home, you can go into every room of my home and wood is a feature of that room. And I love all the movement and the grain and the colours in wood. And the moment I saw this person's work, I could see that they had the same level of appreciation as I did. So anyway, I asked this person if they would make some products for me to my sort of design. And the gentleman's name is Norman. And Norman very, very kindly agreed. And the first product that he made for me was a wooden spool, and it was this one. Okay, so the wooden spool holds our scissors, and all these wooden products, they're not made from a soft wood, they're all made from beautiful hardwood. Sometimes you get needlework products that are made from softwood and that they're stained to make them look like hardwood. I wanted things that will last, you know, forever, outlast me. So Norman turned this for me, and it's beautiful. This is a red wood and this is an oak. And what I wanted was that the spool would look beautiful if I didn't embroider something to wrap around the spool, because we all have good intentions, but sometimes we take ages to get around to doing something, or we never get around to doing something. So Norman did this so that this looks beautiful without any band around it, but also is very suitable if you wish to put a band around. There we are. And this one has 5 holes for scissors. All the products that we have are slightly different because the height and the width of this spool has been determined by the piece of wood that this has been turned from. This one is taller and it has 3 holes. The one common factor with all of these products are the mice, and this is Hercules, and Hercules is guarding our scissors. He guards needleworkers' scissors, and he is terribly, terribly cute. He's a real little cutie pie. This is Hercules, and he has a wife whose name is Dorothea. And hold on, I mustn't get these mixed up. This is Dorothea. And Dorothea and Hercules, they have little children. We have a whole mice family. And these are their children, Jeremiah and Thomasina, Tom and Jerry. And this is the grandfather of the mouse family. He's a little fatty mouse. And these mice will be appearing on all the products that we have over the next coming months. Now, we are never going to have these products in large numbers, but from time to time I will have a supply of products, and not just scissor holders. We're going to have all sorts of wooden products coming out that I want for my collection, and there will be extras made for your collection if you want them. The ones I had on, I can't remember what day it was it Friday I posted them, they're all gone. But in a few weeks' time I should have some more scissor spool holders, and we will be having other products over time, so keep a look out for them. They are gorgeous, they're not cheap. This is a master craftsman working with really beautiful woods, turning out good quality products. But I am happy to ship these around the world, and I really do hope that you will be able to enjoy these and add them to your collection and have them to store your scissors. This one is all oak, so that's oak all the way through. Look at the markings on that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Really, really gorgeous. Love these. They are just really, really beautiful. Okay, so what else have I got to talk about? We were going to have a new release this week, but we decided that with the Queen passing, that we just did not think it was respectful to do so. However, what we will have before the Queen's funeral is a free chart of a very, very small design that you can stitch as a memento of the Queen. Sandra has been working on something for about the last month. It wasn't for the Queen, but it's something that is very suitable for needleworkers to stitch. It's a small, and Sandra is very, very busy trying to get the design and the finishing of the design, and we could release it today, but we want to, obviously when you stitch something out, you are testing that everything works. So Sandra is very, very busy doing this, and as soon as she has finished, we will release it as a free design for everybody to stitch that would like to have a little something in their needlework case to mark the Queen's life and her service as well. The releases that we intended to have this forthcoming week, we will have the week afterwards. So a week Thursday, we will have two very special releases. They're two sister samplers, so that's something for you to look forward to. With Hand and Lock, when you have the case, you have these beautiful bags that they come in to store them. Gorgeous. I forgot to show you that. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything that I've forgotten. I don't think that there is. Okay, I think that's it for today. What do you say? God save the Queen. Long live the King.